wrestling friends, and welcome to the Goodbread Wrestling Channel, also known as the Figure 4 TV. Now today we're going to talk to you about Britt Baker and recent comments Tony Khan made on bringing her back, guys. So bad news for Britt Baker fans. Any Britt Baker fans that want to see her remain in AEW, it ain't looking good. Check out the intro. When we come back, we dive right in. To be honest, there could be several reasons why AEW soured on using Britt Baker on their television shows. You know, she got backstage beef with MJF, and that's their poster boy. She also got mega heat with the women's locker room. And in fact, a couple weeks ago, Darby Allin went on a podcast. I think that was the Ariel Helwani, or it might have been Chris Van Fleet. But he went on and he said that the cancer is out of the locker room. And everybody thought he was talking about CM Punk. I believe he was talking about Britt Baker. Let's go to that clip.
How would you describe the vibe around the company right now? Because it feels to me like there's a lot of positivity.
It's amazing. And
okay.
I'm not just saying that, but like you say, like a few years ago, it was like, you definitely felt like just this tension. But now it's like, everybody's on the same page. Let's make this place as good as possible. And I feel like a lot of people truly have to understand how good they have it. Because Tony he wants everybody in the ring and in their personal life to be happy. And that's a really good energy where it's like, hey, just everybody be the best versions of yourself. And I feel like it's like right now more than ever, everybody's on the same wavelength. Everybody has the same goals. So
what do you think the difference was? Like, what changed?
The cancer got cut out.
Which is what?
Just egotistical wrestlers that don't want to lose.
Are you specifically talking about one person or multiple
No, just
people?
the groups of people.
Okay.
Like there's a lot of people, and that's the thing.
People came in.
Well, that's the thing is like, that's what I was saying earlier with wrestling. With climbing Mount Everest, it's like it kept me so grounded and level-headed. And at the end of the day, this is all staged. It's the greatest thing in the world, but it's staged. So if you're going to have an ego about that, get out of the fucking sport. Go be in the UFC. Go try, you know what I mean? Like, don't be bringing that shit here. This is about having fun. This is about like just putting on a good energy and like, it's like, come on, man, just stop. And that's like the biggest thing with me is like, once all that got cleared up, I really felt, okay, cool, let's rock. But I just don't like egos. I can't stand them. And
a lot of people have come through the company over the last, you've been there since the beginning, right? 2019.
Yeah.
Was that the case in the early days too?
No,
I feel like in the early days it was a different.
I feel like the early days was all about throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what was stuck.
Right.
You know, because this is a new company and half the people that was on the roster were never on national TV.
Right.
So we're like, what works on the indies, is it going to work on national TV? We'll find out.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of just throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what stuck. So, you know, and the fact that we were able essentially in 6 years to do what we do as a company is incredible. I think people really don't stop and think, oh my God, 81,000 plus people at Wembley? Like, that's no joke.
Yeah.
That is no joke.
Biggest crowd for a wrestling event. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah.
6 years in. It's insane. And that's like, and I feel, you know, I don't know. I'm just really happy to be a part of this ride.
When you talk about the cancer, can I ask specifically who you're talking about?
No.
No? I mean, I could ask, but you can't.
It's pretty obvious. It's just who has the egos?
I don't know. I've never been back there.
No, like who literally has the egos? Who doesn't want to do what's best for this company? It's about doing what's best for the company. It's pretty obvious.
Well, I mean, the name that comes to mind is Punk.
He was.
But I know you're friends with him, right?
Yeah.
You're straight edge like him. So I actually don't know. I mean,
no, the whole Punk thing was just his own thing. It wasn't about wanting to win or lose.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And honestly, I feel like at the end of the day, some people work better in WWE, some people work better in AEW, some people work better in TNA, some people work better in MLW, New Japan. But that's the beauty of it. I'm not one of these guys that I gotta be like, there's one game in town, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't care. I do not care. I just care what's best for AEW as a whole. And right now, the energy that we have is what's best for this place. And that's what the best part about it is right now. Because, of course, you're going to have those growing pains and you're going to have those stresses. And, like, people are going to come in the company and think what's best for business is what's best for them. But that's so not the case. I'm a guy who's willing to go out there and do anything that this place needs me to do. I'm willing to lose to whoever. I do not care.
Real Hawani show. And this is why it pays to listen to the whole interview, guys, if you get a chance. Don't just go off of the little viral clips that you be seeing on social media, because in the viral clip, if you just watch the viral clip, then you're going to think it's CM Punk, when in actuality, he's friends with CM Punk. And to be honest, Darby's talking about Britt Baker. He's talking about Britt. And to understand why he's talking about Britt, you would have to go back to the beginning of AEW, where, like he said, in the beginning, they were just throwing stuff on the wall to see what stick. And Britt Baker, she was the best thing that they had. The roster that they have now looks totally different from the roster that they started off with. So what happened, in my opinion, is Britt Baker was promised a whole lot of things when she was their go-to. But then you got the lights of Tony Storm. You got the lights of Paige. You got the lights of Mercedes Moné. And all of those things that were promised to Britt Baker got snatched right off the table. And in comes the friction between Britt Baker and Tony Khan. So that's where I think Darby Allin was saying people have egos, and it's crazy when you have an ego in a scripted sport, because your destination is scripted. It's not about natural ability. So for you to get hype over something that they scripted you to do is crazy. It is crazy.
Yep. Camel's back.
Right.
So what was the straw?
You know, I don't really remember a specific match where I was like, this hurts, this is worse. It was just over time. It was like, this is getting harder. This is getting harder. It's getting harder. And then the last match I did was against Statlander at Penn State. Actually, I had which is my alma mater. And I knew then. I mean, I got through the match. She's fantastic. Statlander's one of my favorite competitors. But I knew after that I was like, I'm done. I needed to take a step back and rehab some stuff. And I had so many. I broke my leg. I broke my wrist. I broke my nose.
Like people,
back.
that's all. People
like
don't know.
In a 2-year span, like, and it was like for them. I in 5 years or since AEW started, I have never been off TV.
Right.
And both. You know, you want the fans to miss you too, so you have to know when it's time to like step back, let the other girls cook, and when I come back, it'll be awesome and great. I've been taking care of my body, and I want to come back stronger than ever. But you have to know when to do that too, and that's hard.
Right.
We don't ever want to. We don't want to step out of the spotlight. Once you're in it and you feel like you're getting the hang of things, it's really tough to step back. But
it's a cycle. Getting in there and really owning it and taking. And Ric Flair said one time, it's incredible what the body can get used to.
Yeah.
And then when you come back, those ropes hurt all over again.
Training, I got in the ring for the first time and I was like, are these tight or something? Like, why does this hurt so bad? Even that first bump, I was like, oh my God, this is horrible.
I said, talking about my speaking, when I first started at 35 and a half, and I got down that power plant and I hit that ring and I thought to myself, damn, this fake stuff hurts like hell.
It's horrible. Why? And it's like,
Khan was recently on the Z100 podcast, and anytime Tony Khan is doing the interview, Britt Baker is going to be mentioned. So Britt Baker's name came up, and Tony Khan. And you can't be mad at Tony, guys. It's hard to be angry at Tony. It's hard to hate on a guy like Tony Khan. He just looks so sweet and so innocent and like a little victim. So it's hard to hate on him. But he did the right thing. He did the political thing. He gave that most political answer you could give. When we all know you are the COO. Everything stops. The buck stops there. You are the man in charge. If you wanted Britt Baker on television, you would bring Britt Baker back on television, bro. You never reported her being injured. In fact, Diamond Dallas Page, he came out on social media and called out Tony Khan because he said Britt Baker is ready to go. Use her. And still we have Tony Khan going on on these podcasts talking like this.
And at the end of the day, I'll be the first to admit, I'm just a wrestling fan. You were a wrestling fan as well. That's why you got into the industry. So I do have, I'm curious. People watching this are curious. I'm just going to bring up some names.
Sure.
And you just got to let us know what's up with them. We'll call that, what's up with so-and-so.
Sure.
So, first person I want to know, what's up with Britt Baker?
Britt Baker, Dr. Britt Baker, D.M.D.
D.M.D.
And what a great star in AEW Dr. Britt Baker has been. And she is still a fantastic, fantastic wrestling star. And she's been away from AEW for a while, but still very much with us. And at some point, hopefully soon, I'd love to see Dr. Britt Baker.
We fooling, mister. I love to see her come back. You are responsible for her coming back. You can make that. You have the power of the pen. And of course, the AEW enthusiasts, they're gonna say, "Oh, you a dummy. He can't tell her. He wanna bring her back by surprise." No, y'all. It's over. She sealed her fate, guys. You gotta go back. When she didn't want to lose to Jade Cargill, because she was fitting to lose to Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill would have been the first woman to win the TBS, TNT, and then go on to win the women's. She would have been the first one. Britt Baker didn't want to do business. Britt Baker did not want to do the business, and that goes back to what Darby Allin was talking about. And you see, Britt Baker is my favorite female character, one of my favorites. You know what I mean? She ain't the best. I ain't say she my best. I said she one of my favorites. You know what I mean? But I seen her grow. I seen her go from this horrible. The whole division, the whole AEW women's division was horrible in the beginning. Horrible. And then Kenny Omega played a big part. And like she said, Jericho played a big part. And that's key. Because, guys, at the end of this video, I want y'all to click into the video that's going to pop up on the screen, because we're going to go back to that video. He gave some other names, and it's very interesting the way Tony Khan answered those other names. He even asked him about John Cena, and I like what Tony Khan said. So y'all click into the video that's going to pop up. Those of you that watch this whole video straight through, that's my treat to y'all. Y'all click into this video, and we're going to break down that video as well. So y'all, let's go to the comment section. Do y'all want to see Britt Baker come back in AEW, or do y'all want to see her sit out her contract and just come on over to WWE, where she's a character, guys? She's getting better in the ring, but WWE know how to make stars like her really blossom. What they finna do to Blake Monroe, if that's her name, right? You know, Mariah May. What they finna do to Mariah May is gonna be spectacular. If y'all like Tiffany Stratton, wait till you see Mariah May after she get done in that NXT PC. So you guys, I wanna hear what you guys gotta say. Let's go to the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe.
This is a wreck. He's moving like an uncaged animal.
No lie, he's wild in there.